Okay. Can you zoom? No, go ahead. Okay. Can you zoom in on this? Okay. So there's like 3 more items that I forgot that I keep in my what I call my first grab bag. This is some thread locker. This is specifically the 24200 strength. This is a medium strength. It comes in the color blue, but it can also come in the color red. So I know a lot of times the red thread locker is referred to as the permanent one, but that's not always the case. Sometimes different brands or even this brand can come out with the medium strength in a red color. So be careful out there. I also keep a little box with the valve cores. So I have let me see. So I have some predominantly Presta valves, but there's some Schrader core valves here in the little box I have right here. So I got the little box. There's a Presta Schrader valve adapter in here as well, but I don't really use that much. Well, actually I do. Let me show that to the camera actually. I'll put this in here. So I use this Presta. This is a Presta valve to Schrader core adapter. The only time I use this is when I'm putting sealant in a tube. That has a Presta valve, and that has a removable valve core. So it's a Presta valve tube. That's what I put. I use this to put sealant in it because the little tube of slime has the little tube, but it only fits over Schrader valves. So it's good to have. Also, I got some zip ties. A lot of these are mini zip ties made by Harbor Freight. These are like super cheap, but these are used to hold the cable housing in place to the frame. So I use those. So those are the 3 things I forgot about. This tool. Okay, this tool specifically, I keep it in a separate container. I don't keep it in a bag. This is a derailleur hanger alignment tool. This is made by Park Tool. It is the DAG 2.2. Okay, so you can get away with an adjustable wrench if you have an 8-speed or lower. If you're getting into 9, 10, 11, 12 speed, you're going to have to use a derailleur hanger alignment tool. So I don't want to damage this because I don't want to damage this part. This can take this off, but this part I don't want to bend because it'll throw it out of alignment. So they came out with a new one, and this one works just as good. I already have it. I don't like it because it has a little bit of play in it. Even though you tighten this part onto the derailleur hanger all the way, it kind of feels like it has a little bit of play to it, but it works. It's good enough. So that's just something that's totally separate. Wanted to get that out the way, but like I said, instead of using this, if you got like an 8 speed, 7 speed, 6 speed, 5 speed, or single speeds don't use derailleur hangers, but you just get away with an adjustable wrench. Now this is where my adjustable wrench went. I usually keep this in the first grab bag, but I think I stopped doing that. But you could just put this on the derailleur hanger and then kind of bend it, you know what I mean? So that's just something. Put this over here. Okay, so this is my other bag. I got another bag. I'm gonna show that in another video. This is my torque wrench. It's made by Pro Bike Tool. I really like it. It's not super expensive. The Park Tool one is really expensive, but I like this. It has a 1/4-inch drive on it. It's the only thing I don't like about it, but it works. This is a Pro Bike Tool. Can we zoom up on this, please? So bicycles use Newton meters. So, and this is a I think it's called a click style torque wrench. You know, they make the beam style torque wrenches as well. I use this one because it's more compact, but it has a 1/4-inch drive, and so the head kind of clicks. If you don't know how to use a torque wrench, I recommend you learn how to use it and watch some videos, because you can easily damage these if you don't know what you're doing. So you can see that little style head, so the head will move. I only use this to tighten. I never use it to loosen bolts. So, and whenever you're done using your torque wrench, always zero it out. So that means go to the lowest to 0. You know, don't leave it up high. You know what I mean? But this has a locking collar, so yeah, it's zeroed out. I think I zeroed it out at 2, which is the lowest. Yeah, 0. This can get very precise. I don't get that precise with it. Usually everything's whole number. So it has different various bit sizes, mostly hex, but it has some star or Torx bits, and then even has an extension. So really cool, comes in a case. That way it's not damaged. Pro Bike Tool, check them out. Really good brand. I think this was like the first tool that they made. I got a big pedal wrench, because sometimes those pedals are stuck on there. Always grease your pedal threads. This comes with a 15. These are 15 millimeters. It's the most common size. Really big, a lot of leverage. It's heavy. I was happy when I got this. I got a tape measure. This is a special one. I had to order this online. You're not going to be able to buy one of these in the store, because it has metric and it has millimeter. I use this specifically to measure the size of a frame, you know. So I use that. Really big, clunky, you know. But yep. I mean, if you're not, you know, doing bike fits, I wouldn't recommend getting that. Got a mallet. Sometimes you got to hit some things, but you don't want to dent it or scratch it. So this is made by Hart. Hart's a Walmart brand, but really good mallet. Kind of chewed up this side pretty bad. Nice soft, kind of, you know. Got another mallet. One side has a plastic end. Other side has a rubber end. Pretty good mallet. File. I use this to ream out the holes drilled in the rim for the valve, and sometimes I use this for where the dropouts, where the axle sits in. Sometimes they're not straight at the they're not even, so I'll file it. It's a good file. Let's see here. Got this is for routing internal cable housing. So this is Park Tool IR-1.2. I think I used this one time, because most of the time you can get away with just doing it by kind of, you know, without this tool. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't like internal cable housing. Routing it, it's really a nightmare. Got a drill. Sometimes you need to drill some things. Ryobi. Various drill bits, size drill bits. These are like multiple sizes. I was putting notes on there for some sheet metal screws. I don't know what I was using. I was doing some metal fabrication, I think. So I was doing some metal fabrication, but yeah. These are some bits, DeWalt. And let's see here. Yeah. Oh, I got a dead. This is for bottom brackets. So this is the very hard, not hard to get tool. Well, actually, this is a hard to get tool, because my friend was telling me about this, and he bought it right when they had it in stock at Jensen USA. This is made by Bike Hand, right? Bike Hand. Can we get the logo in there? Right there. The logo. So Bike Hand. This is the YC dash. Does it say 26BB? I think it's 26BB-28LP Taiwan. Made in Taiwan. This tool, you got to have this right here. Well, you don't have to have it, but well, if you're a bike mechanic, I would highly recommend you get it. So this will screw onto the what is it called? The taper, square taper, and then this will engage on the outer part of the bottom bracket. And so, you know, sometimes they're really difficult to get off, and it'll slip, and you'll strip the bottom bracket. So this is a lifesaver right here. This is like heavy duty steel. Yeah, this is hard to get online. So I got it. He got it for me. So, and he gave it to me, and I was like, oh, thank goodness. If you're getting into e-bikes, well, actually, I'll hold off on this real quick. My chain whip. This one's more for like 8, 7, 6, 5 speed and single speed chains. Super B size. If you're going something thinner, more higher, I have another chain whip. This is called the chain whip for that. Let's see here. Okay. I got a little box with little various parts, but I only have like the little caps for the Schrader valve and Presta valves. So that's pretty cool. Presta valve, little Schrader valve. Okay, I got that. Actually, let me show you that how to use that removal tool, the valve removal tool. So, yeah, let me show you this. Can we zoom in on this, please, real quick? Let me get this real quick. So this is a Schrader valve. So this is a Schrader valve removal tool, and so it's a little notched in there. And so what I do is I put it in there, and lefty tighty, righty tighty, lefty loosey, righty tighty. Sorry. So I'm turning counterclockwise to remove the valve core. Anyways, bam, got the valve core out. Boom. And you just tighten it in, but you just barely tighten it, just like 1-2 Newton meters. I'd say 1 Newton meter. Boom. And so yeah, just wanted to show you that real quick. Okay, like that. Okay. So I got the it's for lock rings, the BBT-9. Some rotors don't use those little star bolts, so I use this. I think this is also for the bottom bracket as well. I rarely use this tool. It's just one of those tools I don't really use that much. And let's see, I got some rags in here. Let's see. Oh, here's my other chain whip. This is for like the 9, 10, 11, 12 speed chains. And this also has a tool for, I think for the cassette lock ring tool. This is a pretty expensive one. So yeah, use that one. I mostly never remove a cassette. I'm mainly tightening it, so that's why I don't really use my chain whips that much. I just, you know, don't use them that much. Got another rotor tool. Rotor trimming tool. I never use this one, but I don't know. Somebody gave it to me, or I think I bought it somewhere. This is an older school one. Park tool. That's a vintage tool. They don't make that one. Headset. This is for a threaded headset. Right here, it's a double-ended open-end wrench, made by Park Tool. And this is a bottom bracket tool. Some bottom brackets use this. I do not like messing with bottom brackets. I try to avoid that at all costs. I charge a lot if I'm messing with touching a bottom bracket, but that's mostly a shop job. You know, I got this tool. I still have not used. I don't think I've ever used this. This is to seat a tire. This thing is to seat really difficult tires. This thing, yeah, this could. If you're using this, it's all bad. I'm sweating. It's in the sun. No good. Got some more. Another headset tool. This is actually the one for like a transmission. It's a transmission wrench, but I use it for like headset. So bottom bracket tool. This is actually it's a vintage one right here. This is a Sugino, yeah, Japanese one. They make bottom brackets, I think. Yeah, Sugino. Bottom brackets, somebody. But yeah, this is a vintage. I don't know where I bought this at, but sometimes I come across stuff at sales. But yeah, that was really good. This is a this is a 19 millimeter double-sided open-end wrench. This is kind of for I use this for e-bikes. See, the axle nuts on e-bikes are really big, and they're various sizes. They're not standardized. It's not like with the regular bicycle, most of them are 15 millimeter. These things can range from 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 millimeters. So this is one of the ones I have. Sometimes they're difficult to get unscrewed because of the derailleur and the cables are in the way. So that's why I got this one. What's in here? I don't even know what's in my own bag. Oh yeah, this is I got a little vise. I actually got a vise for a drill press. I use that as my vise, my portable vise. And this is to hold the axle and adjust the cup and cone hubs. But I rarely use this because I can do it what they call freestyle. I can mostly do it freestyle. You just got to have a feel, touch for it. Most people can't do adjust a cup and cone hub freestyle. I can. So rarely do I use this, but if it's difficult, I'll pull this out. Usually it's damaged if I can't do it freestyle. I got a crank puller. Yeah, I got a crank puller in here. I don't really use this that much. It's to pull, yeah, your crank off of the bottom bracket. But yeah, whenever you're using this, always make sure it's pretty unscrewed far. Can we get a close up of this, please? And so this is the park tool one. But yeah, make sure it's not screwed in when you're screwing this part in to the crank arm. But yeah, because if you don't screw this part in as far as it can go, you could strip the threads, and you're gonna have to get a new crank arm. So yeah, I don't like messing with that. That's not my cup of tea. I don't like dealing with bottom brackets or pulling crank arms. A lot of times I get calls and the customer stripped it, and I'm like, you gotta get a whole new frame or crank arm. It's like you gotta go to the bike shop. But yeah, let me see this. Put all this in here. Let's see. Other bag. Okay, the last bag. Okay, so like I was saying, these e-bikes, it's getting real difficult. I should keep this wrench in here. Like I said, the axle nuts are coming in a lot of different sizes. The front's going to be different than the rear, and they're bigger than 15 millimeters. So it's all bad. These are some headset wrenches. I got more. These are from Pedro's. I'll talk about these in a minute, but those are kind of rare ones. So these are my bigger open-end wrenches. This is a 19 millimeter, 18 millimeter. What else do I got? A 20 millimeter. Yes, I've come across a 20 millimeter, a 21 millimeter, and these are for this is a cone wrench, just for the rear, bigger e-bikes. So if you're working on e-bikes, yeah. You don't want to be using an adjustable wrench on the axles. There's a lot of torque, and you might strip them. So I bought these. These are not cheap, especially if you're buying them singles. And it's hard to get these sizes in a set. I don't think you can get them in a set. You have to buy them single. So that's what makes it more expensive. More headset wrenches. These are Pedros. I got a 40 and a 36. 40, 36. This is a 30, 32. 30, 32. Yeah. Oh yeah, these are pretty nice. These are really expensive. I don't want to know how much I spent on all these tools, but it was a lot. Got a big open end wrench. So if you have to, you can. If you can't afford those, you can go to Harbor Freight, get yourself a Pittsburgh wrench. This wrench is actually really good. I had one of these for a long time, and I got rid of it, and then I bought another one. They're like $10 at Harbor Freight or something like that. Some $10, $15, probably less than that. I don't know, but the steel, high quality. I can't believe like this for the price. I even use this on automotive stuff. What else do I got here? Oh yeah, various sockets. Also for the like for BMX, I use these for BMX. I don't do a whole lot of BMX. Most people who ride BMX do it themselves, or they go to somebody who just does BMX. But these, for the pegs. So the pegs, that's why they're extended. So I got 14 millimeter, 16 millimeter, 16 millimeter, 19 millimeter. Also like that multi-purpose socket made by Gator or something. I think it's called Gator something. Oh yeah, Gator Grip. That's pretty famous. American made. Gator Grip. Got that. I got the 1-inch one. This is not the 1-inch. Yeah, this is the 1-inch one. This is the one I use with the breaker bar. 25.4. I think this will fit on it. 25.4 on the freewheel ones. So I'll use an automotive breaker bar. I use a pick spirit one. It's another 1-inch socket. This is like one for this is specifically for an impact drill. But hey, sometimes it's stuck on there. This is a 27-inch. 27-inch. This goes over like a free wheel removal tool. 27-inch. Let's see, more extended sockets. This is 15 millimeter. 15 millimeter. I got some adapters. So this one goes to like 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch. No, these are extensions. This is a 1/2 inch extension. So you put a 1/2 inch socket and extend it to 3/4 inch. This is more like for BMX, I guess, but I don't even do BMX no more. I mean, I just don't really do it that much often. So I got that. This is a bottom bracket tool, a spanner for older bikes. I have some other stuff I don't really use, but another bottom bracket tool. Bottom bracket tools. These are very difficult. It's very difficult to adjust bottom brackets, the cup and cone style bottom brackets. This is they use like the lock ring, but I do it. It's very, very, very difficult. It's another vintage tool. Mainly with people who are, I do restore bikes every now and then. Somebody will spend the money to restore a vintage bike because it has a lot of sentimental value to them. And so I will do those jobs, but those are for people who want to spend hundreds of dollars on it. So, but I've come across them, and I've fixed their bicycles before. A lot of vintage stuff out there. I got my patches, pretty big patches. Some rubber cement leaked on this, so I can't open it. But you can buy patches in bulk. You can buy patches. You can buy rubber cement. I think I even have some tire patches in here. You can use vehicle tire patches on a bicycle tire. You can go to the automotive store and buy them. So like if somebody has like a sidewall tear or something, but or a big hole in the tire, I'll use that. They should get a new tire, but it's for emergency. Emergency, but let's see. That's pretty much all the tools. Got that one. I got some headset spacers in here. I don't know why, but so I think I cut a steer tube one day. Oh, you know what? There was one tool I wanted to show that I bought, and I didn't really use it a lot, but it is a good tool. to talk about this. Okay. This is a Cool Stop bead seating tool. Can we zoom in on this, please? I've used this like one time. This is made by Cool Stop. Little more further out, please. This is made in the USA. Cool Stop makes brake pads. This is used to seat very hard road bicycle tires. It can only seat like very thin tires, like up to 28 millimeters width. 700 by 28 millimeters, 700 by 23 seat. Those size tires. But I've used it one time. It works really good. Instead of using a tire lever, you can use this and not get it pinch flat. I should use it more often, but I mainly use like tire levers. I just know how to do it right. But if you're a newbie, get this. You're doing a lot of road bicycle tires. This is really good. They said they're going to come out with a bigger one. I told them to come out with a really huge one, so I could put on mountain bike tires or fat bike tires. And so hopefully they come out with that, some giant tool. That'd be cool. Okay, I got one more thing, and I want to do just this bike pump right here. This bike pump right here. Let's do this. Let me see. Can we that middle camera? Can we turn that one into the main one? The middle one. This middle one. Okay. So this let's zoom kind of lower to get the base of the, like, right, yeah, little out. No, like the whole pump, just the whole shot of the whole pump, but the top of the frame to the top right here. So like that. As much as it goes. Okay. So that's good. Okay. So this is I really like this pump. This pump right here. It is the Surface Tier 3 pump. It's Air Force. I don't know. It's kind of weird. This is like the Air Force model, but this is the sub model. This is like their best model. It's a Tier 3. It has, the thing I like about this pump is the gauge. The gauge is not on the base of the pump, which makes a big difference, especially if you can't see that well. I like it because it's up high and I don't have to, strain my eyes to see the gauge. It comes in PSI and bar. PSI and bar. And also KPI, I think. KPI, let me see. Yeah, KPI. No, just PSI and bar. So that unit of pressure, yeah, so it's really good. This handle extends pretty far. That's really far. Really good. Really good pump. It yeah, it's a really good pump. Has a steel base, steel kind of body. Surface is a really good brand. If this pump head ever it gets damaged or you need a new seal, you can buy replacement parts directly from Surface. I used to be a Surface dealer. I'm not a Surface dealer no more. But yeah, can we zoom in on this pump head right here? Right here, let's zoom in. There we go. Okay, so this pump head is a real game changer because I don't have to unscrew this and flip the seal to do a Presta or a Schrader valve. I don't have to. I can use one hole. This one hole right here can do Presta and Schrader valves. This is really cool. The seal is kind of has different steps in it, and so with the Presta valve, you push it in further into the pump head to engage it. With the Schrader valve, you don't have to push it that far in, and so that's how it's able to pump up Presta and Schrader without two different valve holes. I know a lot of them have two holes, one for Presta, one for Schrader. This one doesn't. This one just has one. And the way the seal is made, you can insert a Presta and Schrader valve into it and pump it up. This little button right here can release air, so you can do micro adjustments with your pressure in your tube, your PSI. So that little valve, so you go I don't use that if there's sealant in the tube. I'll use it if there's no sealant. In order to close the seal, to lock the seal onto the valve, you lift this lever up and it will engage the seal, close it, and to push it down and it will release the valve. So the seal. So this is a very good pump head. They do sell replacement parts for this. Also, shout out to Bob, one of the salesmen at Surface, really cool guy. I gotta shout out to him. He's really good dude. You can actually, some of the different models of this pump do not have this style pump head. They have like the double one, or it does, but you can put this, you can order this pump head and put it on there. I believe so. I'm pretty sure, but Bob was telling me that. So, but yeah, these seals do wear out. But if you're just, you know, if you're not a bicycle mechanic, you don't have to worry about that. But these, you can order replacement parts. That's the cool thing about Surface, is they're very good at their products, you know, being able to be repaired. The hoses, I believe, you can order new hoses. Yeah, this is the Surface Tier 3 pump. And it's not that super expensive. It's $40, I think. $40, probably 45 or something like that. But I like the handle. It's very ergonomic, very wide. It's not thin, and it's, you know, it's good. Good sturdy pump. I like it a lot. Really good. But yeah. But anyways, thank you guys for checking out my video. Hit the like button, subscribe, check out my social media. Yeah, check out the links in the description below, and book an appointment online. Thank you very much. Cool. Man, that was a run, huh?